Hey guys, Brett Eikenbary back with another Pro Tip Tuesday. Today we want to talk a little bit about trees and measuring trees. So sometimes when we're purchasing trees for clients and getting ready to install them, we throw this random number out, 1.5 caliper, and the client's like, what in the heck are you talking about? Well, caliper has to do with tree size. So I want to show you an easy way that you can kind of get an idea of what different trees sizes are on your property. Obviously there's a couple tools I should say that are specifically made for this. One is a tree caliper, which you simply spread apart, open up, put around it. It gives you the size caliper tree that it is. The other is a D tape, diameter tape I think it's called. I've never used one. Since we have been doing this a little while, we just kind of know roughly what size trees that we normally deal with, and we have kind of just memorized that from experience. But we're standing outside our house here. This is a tree that Chase and I planted a few years back on our property. It's an autumn blaze maple, which has done really well in this location. And I've got this really manly pink, seamstress tape, maybe something like that. So anyways, this is what we're going to use to measure this tree to see. So for example, if I told you that we were going to bring a 3.5 caliper tree onto your property to install it, you would have an idea what size tree that is. Now that's not going to happen. A 3.5 caliper tree is this big. This tree is approximately, from the install when we did it, it was probably a 1.5 caliper tree, 1.5 inch caliper tree, maybe 1 3/4 inch caliper tree. And I'm going to say it's probably in the 5 to 7 year time frame since we planted it. So you can see, I'm going to say roughly ballpark, it's probably doubled in size since we planted it. But I'll show you that way that you can do that. So if you have some younger trees on your property, you can do this, or even some bigger ones. What you do is you just kind of come into the middle of the tree, take this manly seamstress tape here, wrap it around the trunk of the tree, and we're coming up with, and we're going to round here, it's basically 11 1/4 inches around. And so what you do is you take that number and you divide it by pi, which is 3.14. Maybe we should have done this video on National Pi Day. I don't even know when that is, but that's what you do. You divide it by 3.14, and we did the math quick before we went to videoing this, and we came up with roughly 3.5 caliper tree, 3.5 inch caliper trees. As of another example, previously we looked at the autumn blaze maple, which was, like I said, installed probably 5 years ago. This is a good example. You can see the root ball. This is a snow fountain weeping cherry. And so we'll do the same thing with the seamstress tape that we did previously on the autumn blaze maple. Again, you just take the end right here, wrap it around. This is roughly 4 1/4. So you take 4.25, divide that by pi, 3.14, and you're going to come up with roughly 1.35. So this tree is roughly 1.35 caliper, which puts it in the normal range of kind of what we plant, which is normally 1.5 to 2 inch caliper trees. Hope this little tip helps. It kind of does give you an idea if you want to purchase trees coming up. Fall, we're right around the corner for some great weather to be planting trees. So maybe it helps, maybe not. Just a quick pro tip from Eikenbary Landscape Company. Have a good day.